Thank you. You know, we're talking about the lack of rain, but as I look at that radar, it looks like the north of Nashville, we're getting a pretty good amount.
Southern Kentucky getting plenty of rain. Of course, they had so much in the late spring and early summer that they're not really in drought conditions or anything like that. Really need rain in southern Middle Tennessee, which is completely dry this morning. Let's take a look at what's happening out there. We'll start with the big picture perspective and show you what's going on, what's driving the chance of showers that we have out there right now, and I emphasize chance. The warm air being pushed farther down to our south. To call it cooler air would be technically true, but we're really just talking about a return to near average temperatures over the next couple of days. The cooler than average temperatures are going to be to our west and northwest, but just pushing the 80s down to our south for a couple of days makes it actually feel like mid-October for at least a little while in the afternoons. The mornings are still going to be well above normal with that cloud cover hanging out. Those clouds are trying to produce some showers out there this morning. Checking the forewarned live radar, this little batch of showers dropped a few sprinkles in Nashville as it went through, but not enough to even measure. Looking at some actual showers in northeastern Middle Tennessee, working their way from west to east. One more sprinkle in Dixon County isn't going to amount to anything. The heaviest rain has been up towards Bowling Green, just skirting our northernmost counties of the mid-state in southern Kentucky here from Logan, Simpson, and Allen counties, now pushing closer to Monroe County as well. All this is going to be pushing off to the east, and our rain chances are going to be heading downward as we head through the rest of the morning, because there's not a whole lot new lining up out to our west, and what there is on the radar here in West Tennessee is mostly going to evaporate as it moves into the still very dry air in place across the mid-state. Looking outside, the farther south you go, you actually have light on the horizon. You're not seeing those clouds in Bedford County and points east from there. So that's why your temperatures are a little cooler this morning. It's why you'll be warmer later on today. Lots of clouds over metro Nashville, blocking the view of the early morning sunrise, and plenty of clouds in southwestern Middle Tennessee as well. Looking outside from the St. Henry School, they got the sprinkles that we also saw here at the station. No puddles in the road, though, so that means you're not going to have to splash your way to work this morning, and not much of a sunrise as we look towards downtown Nashville thus far this morning. Temperatures are all over the place because of the cloud cover or lack thereof. Where we have clouds, we're in the low to mid 60s or at worst in the upper 50s. Where you don't have the clouds, you're in the low 50s in McMinnville and Tullahoma, but you're going to warm up a lot faster than the rest of us. You'll end up in the mid to upper 70s. The rest of us are only going to warm up by 5 to 10 degrees at most. So that puts us up into the low 70s this afternoon, which is very close to normal for this time of year. Near normal temperatures again tomorrow before the next chance of showers moves in, which we do expect. Futurecast shows the cloud cover hanging out throughout the day with more clearing in southern Middle Tennessee, partial clearing as we head through tonight. The next ripple in the atmosphere out to our west is going to be producing some rain out in that direction by early tomorrow morning, but it's going to have a hard time making its way towards the mid-state initially. So dry weather for the first half of the day with a mix of clouds and sun, and then we'll see a chance of showers by later in the day tomorrow, especially along and south of Interstate 40. As we head into next week, the overall weather pattern shifts back to a warm signal once again, pushing the cool air way off to the northwest. We're talking about way above normal temperatures throughout next week, at least the first half of next week. Forecast highs are going to be in the low to mid 80s Sunday through Wednesday. Record high temperatures aren't that far above the forecast highs, especially Monday and Tuesday. We're only going to be a degree off those record high temperatures. So an October heat wave back in the forecast for early next week before another push of cool air should arrive by Thursday or Friday. But that's a long way off at this point. We'll keep you posted.
Like those 80s temperatures, even though it's not quite time yet to break out those scarves and
No, not quite yet.
All the fall-like stuff.
I'm going to leave the scarves behind. I'll leave it this